But yeah, what is going on everyone? Jason here at Waddle, and welcome back to another tips and tricks video, I guess. And for today, I know a lot of you guys are starting up your first quarter or first semester of online school right now. I feel like I should give you guys a helpful guide on how to succeed at online school. Just because of the timing and everything, I was able to go through 3 full quarters of online school, whereas most people will only have like maybe half a semester because it happened during the spring and they didn't take any summer classes. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the tips that I have. So in order to succeed at online school, my first tip to you guys is to definitely make sure to set up a to-do list. And for me, I actually set up 2 separate to-do lists. One of them is a week-by-week checklist and the other one is a day-to-day checklist. So when a new assignment is handed out to me, I'll make sure to first put it in my week-to-week schedule. I will also note on my week-to-week planner any long-term projects that may be due. So depending on how long the project should take, I will set myself a reminder 2 weeks before it's due, 1 week before it's due, and the day that it is due. And I mainly do my week-to-week planning just to make sure I don't get caught off guard with any assignments, because in the back of my mind I feel like there's something that's going to be due that I actually didn't do yet, or I completely forgot about it. So having a week-to-week planner definitely saves me a lot of stress. And for my day-to-day planner, I pick out everything on my weekly planner that is due within 48 hours and I put that on a separate list. And it is on my daily planner in which I break down things further into smaller parts. So for each assignment, I will write down the time that I will start the assignment and how much I want an assignment to be done in the form of a fraction. So let's say in my hypothetical case, I have physics homework due on Friday and it's currently Wednesday. I will then in my daily planner write out, okay, so at 10 a.m. I will decide to do my physics homework. I want to work on this for an hour and I will try my best to get that at least halfway done. So I'll write 1/2 next to it. If I'm able to successfully do that within that 1 hour, I'll cross it off. And if I'm unable to finish everything, I will then cross the fraction off. I'll write down an estimate on how much I actually done. So then tomorrow when I put down my same assignment on daily tasks, I'll make sure to consider and allot more time for it. On my daily tasks, I'll also put out all the asynchronous lectures and the mandatory discussions that I have to attend, and set myself an alarm on my phone 5 minutes before the class begins. And yeah, I really like my system in setting up a to-do list because it's just really satisfying being able to cross out more things. And with the whole fraction thing, it also gives me a sense of relief because let's say for a 3-hour lecture, I don't actually have to spend 3 whole hours in one period of time to grind through it. I can simply just separate that into 2 90-minute lectures and put that on 2 separate days, which in my opinion does in fact make learning a lot more fun. Tip number 2, in order to succeed at online school, I will highly suggest you guys to find a way to eliminate as many distractions as possible. Even if you're not required to turn on any of your video cameras for your classes, in my opinion it is still important to find a quiet and appropriate place to study. If you're in a noisy environment, I highly recommend you guys to try to check out a pair of noise cancelling headphones. I've been using my Bose wireless headphones pretty much every single day of online class, just because I'm able to eliminate so much distraction with the noise cancelling features that these pairs of headphones have. Noise cancelling headphones, however, are kind of pricey, so a relatively cheaper alternative to that is actually earplugs, even though that sometimes might not be as comfortable. Another thing you can do to eliminate distractions is very simple. You basically just have to take your phone, shut it down by turning it off, or what I usually do is I turn on my Forest app. It's also very helpful for me to put my phone underneath my pillow or something, just so it also takes it out of my line of sight. As for using my laptop, I will make sure to close down all of the tabs that I don't need at all. But yeah, part of that is just to have good enough self-discipline and not opening up YouTube or Netflix when you do have something that you should be studying for. And yeah, final thing about eliminating distractions that I'm still kind of guilty of is to try not to listen to music. However, something that I've changed about playing music when studying is that I have a specific playlist with songs that I never play when I'm not studying. And yeah, I honestly just play that one playlist whenever I study. Tip number 3 that I have, make sure to try to take advantage of any online resource that you can. Because many things have moved online, I personally found it a lot easier to attend various learning sessions and even office hours. It does make a whole world of difference when you either just have to click a link on your computer to get to office hours, then to walk 20 minutes on campus to go to a building you've never been to go see your professor face to face. And I would definitely highly recommend you guys to use your first week of class to get to learn more about your professor's office hours. In my opinion, since you're already going to college and you're already paying a hefty amount of tuition money, the college itself should be able to get you in return all the resources that you really need to succeed, especially when so many things are actually just hidden in plain sight because of this whole online thing. Another great learning resource is to obviously be able to talk to fellow classmates. If permitted by your professor, definitely try to form a study group and work through certain assignment problems if you're allowed to. But in my opinion, only after if you completed those problems yourself first. So then in the end, you can be able to explain to your classmates what you did, what your process of learning is, and they might be able to figure out the problem easier by trying to catch any of your mistakes. You can also get more resources by asking your instructor to try to get yourself a practice test of some sort, and those in my opinion are the best ways to test your understanding about the topics, figure out what your errors are and what you really need to improve on before your midterm and final. Tip number 4, make sure to take frequent breaks during your online school study sessions. I noticed with this whole online school fiasco, I've definitely spent a lot more hours indoors than I wanted to, and all of that has just led me to have more frequent eye strains. It's definitely also not a good feeling because when my eyes hurt, I really can't do anything else but rest. And overall, it just sucks even more because I'm then taking time out of the things that I really want to do for the day. So something that I'm trying to do more frequently is to be able to take at least a 10-minute break after every 60-minute study session. So during that time, I will definitely get out of my chair, go downstairs, grab a snack, maybe do a couple stretches here and there just so that my back doesn't cramp up. But yeah, overall with those short breaks, it just keeps me focused throughout the day. One more thing you should try to do in order to live a more balanced lifestyle is to also try to be able to exercise for at least an hour a day if you can. So some things that I've been doing during my free time is definitely playing basketball, running, biking, and hopefully when things begin to open back up, hitting the gym again. But yeah, what I really found from this experience of being able to exercise every single day is that I can definitely be a lot more active. I can also get some vitamin D into my system, and I just have something to look forward to during the day. And tip number 5, in order to be successful for online school, and heck, maybe school in general for the future when things do return to in-person classes, and that is to be able to have a consistent sleep schedule. But yeah, I point this out because during my spring quarter, I actually slept from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. every single day. And that to me, I feel like is the main reason on why I was able to do pretty well my spring quarter. Couple tips in order to get a consistent sleep schedule. Definitely 1, make sure to have a consistent night routine. So maybe by like 10 p.m. you make sure to finish all your work and just rest for the day. By 10:30 you should be able to put your phone away and not check on it until tomorrow morning. And you should fall asleep by around 11:30. I will admit, it kind of does suck about sleeping pretty early at 11 p.m. especially for a college student because I do miss out on hanging out with some friends. So even though I'm not hanging out with my friends on the weekdays as much, I'll definitely be sure to try to hang out with them maybe on Friday night or even Saturday night. And yeah, I also will admit it is pretty important to have a strong connection with friends during this period of time. Alright, so that about does it for this video. I'm tired now, so I'm probably gonna go to sleep, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you guys found this video helpful in any way, definitely make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're brand new. Feel free to also tell me down below in the comments below on what types of videos you want to see me do next to cover. But yeah, other than that, I want to wish you guys all a waddle-tastic day, and we'll see you in another video. Peace.